Are you that person that constantly gets acknowledged as smart, intelligent, you know, you've got a good mouth on you, but at the same time, it just seems like life is passing you by? It just seems like people that are less smarter or people that seem not to even be as intelligent as you are just seem to be doing amazing things while you are just there scrutinizing, analyzing, and just in that box of I will, because you are just too composed to make a fool out of yourself. Hi, lovelies. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Raina Bello. And if you're coming across this face for the first time, hi there. So nice to have you on here. Please ignore that I have nails on one and I do not have on the other. It was going to be an excuse for me not to shoot, but I said, you know what, Satan, you were a liar. It's not gonna work. Please kindly like, share, and subscribe. And as you do so, may the good Lord bless you. Amen. Yeah. So, into the topic of the day. The curse of being intelligent, being smart. Yeah, sometimes it could feel that way. It could feel like it's a curse. Because, keeping it real, I'm going to use myself as a case study. I told you guys, I'm going to be keeping it real as it gets. I'm going to be as open as a book. So, I, for one, all my life, I have always heard, you're a very smart girl, you're very intelligent. Let's get into the discussion of the day, the chit chat of the day. Is there something wrong with being intelligent? Or could there be a downside to being a smart person? You know how they say everything that has a good side has a bad side? Do you think that also includes being a smart person or the whole concept of being intelligent in general? The other day I was on Pinterest and I came across this write-up that said something about how sometimes smart people might have ADHD. Yeah, and I think ADHD should be attention deficit / hyperactivity disorder. I hope I'm right. Yeah. And then I thought about it. I read over it. I read about it for a bit, and it was like talking about how sometimes you could just have your emotions all over the place. You're thinking about this, you're thinking about that. Your head is just going crazy. You want to put your hands in fashion, you want to put your hands in jewelry, you want to put your hands in real estate, you want to put your hands in everything. And I am using myself as the case study for today, because this literally is my life. Like I said, I'm going to be keeping it real. I'm going to be keeping it real with y'all. So, like I was saying, ADHD. And then sometimes the hyperactivity part. Sometimes I just feel like I be doing too much. I just feel like I am just doing too much. Like, I don't know it at the time, but then like maybe somebody just calls it to my attention. Like, girl, just chill. Like, it might not be like, I'm all over the place. It might just be like, I am just restless at that point. Honestly, that day I found it so relatable, the whole idea of how smart people could suffer from like ADHD. And I took a test that I found attached to this write-up, and it was so relatable. I was like, oh my goodness. And sometimes you don't even know these things because in your head, you know one thing about smart people be overthinking things a lot. Like, you can just say one thing. I remember there was a time that I used to tell people, like, if you say something to me, I'll be like, oh, I like to, like, I would think it in like the contextual and the literal meaning of it. And God help you, I choose to stick to the literal meaning and do not go for build a whole lineup of like an entire context in my head, because I just be really, really overthinking things. And for me, up until yesterday, somebody still told me, you're a very smart girl. I hear it almost every day of my life. You're a very smart girl. And then I look at like the output and level of productivity, and it doesn't tally. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be vulnerable. It doesn't tally. I started YouTube a couple of times. Like, it's almost like I can't keep my attention on a thing for so long. The excitement just starts to fade off, and then my input starts to fizzle out as well. Like, it just starts to automatically reduce, and I can't even help it. And then I just give up, and I'm like, I'm moving on to the next thing. And then I hate to make a fool out of myself. That's another terrible thing. Like, I saw another quote, or should I say it's a write-up about, this life that you have is literally free. Max it out. You can literally do whatever. I mean, except for like criminal stuff, of course. You could do whatever. Like, I've come to realize that people that are successful at certain things, they've been at it for a stretch of a while. They've been at it for like a long time. They've had it coming this entire years all the way. And then there's me that's like, I do one thing for 1 year, I drop it. I do another thing for another year, I drop it. So there's just me venturing into, there's no growth, there's no gathering of experience. It's literally like being like the master. No, I'm getting it wrong. It's literally like being like, jack of all trade, master of none. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Jack of all trade, master of none. And I'm not saying that's crazy. I mean, you could be like, delve into a lot of things, but sometimes you just gotta take a breather, grow to an extent in a particular thing, and then see that it's building, it's maturing, it can start to like thrive on its own, and then have like a side thing, venture and another thing, but not like pick and drop. I have done a lot of pick and drop in my life. Like, if I start mentioning, I saw clothes, I've done shortlets. I think the most consistent thing that I have been in my entire life, that if I run away from it, it keeps coming back, is real estate. Like, yeah, that was like my actual first job ever. Like, it keeps coming back. But I've worked as a flight reservation person. I can't remember how it's called right now. Customer service, social media manager, everything. Just be thinking about it. I remember the first time I got off my job for this main purpose, because I always wanted to do radio. But as much as I wanted to do radio, at the time, I just wasn't getting like the right connect. I got one connect one time. I was told that, oh, don't work with this person, blah, blah, blah. That's a story for another day. And then one advice I kept getting consistently was, you have to set a platform for yourself. Problems that smart people have. Before I spent 20 minutes on this video, too analytical about situations. Sometimes when you want to do something, you just got to be impulsive. Just jump on it, do it. I mean, you might look stupid, and smart people, oh my god, overly self-conscious. Sometimes I am too composed for my own liking. I do not want to make a fool out of myself, but I promise you, sometimes just go for it. Just make a fool out of yourself. Sometimes just be foolish for the greater good. I mean, don't be foolish for a foolish reason. Don't be foolish because you want to chase clouds. Like, when I say be foolish, it means like, for some minute, just because it's masked ego. Like, it's ego masked as, oh, I'm comported, I am well behaved, because you just want to like stay on your high horse. And sometimes I understand that, just for the fact that you're so self-aware, overly self-conscious, you just can't bring yourself to do certain things. I can't bring myself to do certain things. You can't explain this more to me, because this is my life. I'm living it right now. I am so conscious. Even sometimes when I'm walking alone on the streets, like, I don't even know how to, like, I walk crazy. I just walk very fast, because I'm like, is somebody looking at me? Am I okay? Is my hair not looking funny at the back? Is this? I just be so conscious. And when you're so conscious, you overanalyze things. And the funny thing is, when you get too analytical about things and you get too thorough with it, your mind just mess it up because there's just too much rigidity to it. You're just too rigid with it, so there isn't that flow. For example, this that I do, this my YouTube, I thought about it that, okay, you know what, I'm going to write a script, then I'll study the script and all that. And then I thought about it again. I had like a second thought, and I was like, I just want to be me. All of my failures, all of my experiences, I just want to share it with somebody out there so they don't have to be thought by, same experiences and get burnt and have to deal with like the mental struggle. You know what, when I was watching guys say something to console myself when I'm going through certain things, I'll be like, maybe God is allowing me to go through this tough time, this insane thing, so that someone else doesn't have to go through it, so that I could tell them that, you know what, you could do better. Maybe so that I could talk them through it and make it easier on them when they have to go through it. I think about it that way. So like, sometimes when you're just like too analytical, too rigid, overthinking things, you might end up just screwing that shit up. I promise you, it just ends up like screwed up. And I just told myself, for my YouTube, I'm just going to say it as it is. I'm going to come out here and I'm just going to talk. I'm just going to let it flow. Just going to let it flow. And more than half the time when I'm recording, I flipping enjoy it. See, as a smart person here, I'm talking to you. That thing that, that every time you try to do, there's just always so much blockage, so much hindrances, obstacles, so much excuses like right in your face. That thing, get intense about it. I'm telling you. If there's something that that is resting upon your heart, like consistently, like saying, this is the path. And every time you try to get to it, there's a lot of hindrances, a lot of obstacles. Excuses just come like, for free. Even when you're not looking for them, they just pop in your face. Get intense. Do it by all means. That type of tunnel sometimes, if not all the time, there's some level of light at the end of it. There's light at the end of that tunnel. I don't want to do this for too long. I don't want my videos to be too long. I am trying. But then these things just be coming. I just be wanting to share stuff. But honestly, like, I thought about, it started to come to my attention that I need to do better. I need to work on this. And then I've been reading books. If you look behind me, see books. I have more books on my shelf. I've been reading books. They help me. And see, I promise you, it's not going to be easy. There was one time that I was reading books every time. I had my reason and everything. One day, I just carried TikTok. And I kid you not, for the next month, my whole reading schedule scattered. I will just be on TikTok for hours. And then, crazy stuff. So sometimes just tone it down. You're amazing. And it's funny how smart people sometimes are just overwhelmed with fear. Fear of not wanting to look foolish, fear of failing. And the interesting thing about failure is this. Once you fail, for every failure, you've garnered experience. And for every experience, you are closer to success. So failure equips you with everything that you need for success, with all the experience that you need to become a success. So get rid of that fear. Do it based on belief. Just believe in yourself and get at it anyways. Get stubborn. Sometimes, see, the hardest person to fight to actually get that breakthrough that you are looking for is you. Sometimes that giant that is hindering you from breaking through is you, is your own self. How crazy it is when I used to look at, there's some people that used to pray, clinical, die. Sometimes you're your own enemy. You're the one doing the things that is blocking you from. Or you can kill yourself. But basically, sometimes the only thing that is hindering you is not your village people, it's you. It's fear that you don't want to let go of. Is what will people say? How will people see me? All of those things. Get foolish. People will get used to it. What matters is that you break that barrier and you break through. And with these few points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince you that you are smart, you are amazing, you are beautiful, and you got this. Thank you. I gotta go. See you in my next one. Bye.